It's time for Lefties Losing It, and let's start with Anna Navarro. She's not only one of the miserable mavens of The View, but she also shares her unpleasant and uninformed invective on CNN, where she dismisses certain opinions based on gender and race. How progressive.
Also, I want to respond to you saying that I was hyperbolic when I talked about a reign of terror.
Because that is hyperbolic.
No, it might be hyperbolic for you as a white man.
Oh, okay.
It's certainly not hyperbolic for me as a
racist.
Latino. No, I'm not being racist.
It's incredible to dismiss my opinion for being a white man.
No, I'm not dismissing your opinion. I am telling you that what the Latino community, the brown community in America.
Speak in one voice.
Okay, well, let me speak with my voice. I mean, you said I was being hyperbolic. Let me respond.
Racially, sure.
I'm not. You being a white man as an insult?
When you invoke it to dismiss my
being a white man as an insult?
When you invoke it,
do you think Latinos are living under circumstances that other people may not be right now in this country?
There she goes again, pretending every member of the Latino community is illegal and fearful of being deported. As for her being blatantly sexist and racist in that instance, well, it wasn't long before CNN host Abby Phillip was rushing to rescue Anna and defend her bigotry. Wonder if she'd do that if a man dismissed Navarro's opinion because of her gender and race.
I just want to make a point that, Brad, all she's saying is that her view of the situation is different from yours. I don't think that's an insult.
She basically said, I'm wrong because I'm a white man.
She just said, I see it differently. I see it differently from you, which is not an insult. It's not, and it's also not a racial insult.
Say what now, Abby? Nice attempt at gaslighting, but we just heard Anna being racial. It wasn't the difference in opinion that was ugly. It was the racist, sexist reason behind it.
As a white man?
Now let's go to Anna's View co-host, Sunny Hostin, who exemplifies the left so beautifully, so unprincipled, so inconsistent, so utterly devoid of anything resembling a good faith argument. Let's see her go from claiming anyone who wants the Epstein list released is a reckless conspiracy theorist. That's when the Democrats were in power. But now that Trump is in power, well, she's had a dramatic change of heart. And let's thank Maisel Moore again for this superb clip.
People were dying for this information. There was some sort of list that everybody thought was going to come out, and who's on the list. What's important for us to note is we shouldn't be repeating names that are on the list, because just because your name has not on the list, but in the documents, just because your name is on the documents doesn't mean that you have done anything criminally irresponsible or illegal or civilly irresponsible.
Or that you were a client.
Or that you were a client. These documents, as I read them, only reflect Epstein's sexual assaults of women and his sexual behavior. So I think that...
And Ghislaine also?
And Ghislaine. And so being named in this suit does not equate to being accused of wrongdoing. And I think that is extremely important, because conspiracy theorists seem to not understand or enjoy facts.
Yes.
These are the facts.
There is a list. Trump's name is on the logs, the passenger logs of Epstein's aircraft at least 7 times. That's already been made public. I mean, of course, Trump is denying any and all allegations, but all of that information is out there. Why not just put it to rest and say, release the list?
And let's stick with the ladies of The View. Whoopi Goldberg is unhappy again. This time she's attacking her own, including Mark Cuban and even Barack Obama, who have advised the left, they've advised the Democrats to stop whining so much. Whoopi is outraged. She wants to keep whining incessantly.
Let me remind everybody who was out in the front lines marching when we had the giant marches that went on. It was the people. The people went out. They were not navel-gazing. It was older people who were saying, why are you touching my Social Security? It was not people whining. With much due respect to you both, I believe you are pointing the finger at the wrong person when you say Democrats.
And let's hear from Barack Obama, who's had a dramatic change of heart, almost Sunny Hostin-like. He's gone from berating men, claiming that only sexism is stopping them from voting for Kamala Harris. Remember this?
And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. That's not acceptable.
Gosh, I can't believe that didn't work. But now Barack Obama has had a change of heart. He's changed his tune. Here he is rooting for men on Michelle Obama's podcast. He explains that boys and men feel like they're not being valued.
And I would argue that some of the broad political trends we've seen, not just in this country, but around the world, have to do with this sense of, boys, men not feeling as if they are seen, feeling as if they count. Mm-hmm. And that then makes them more interested in appeals by folks who say, you know what, the reason you don't feel respected is because women have been doing this, or this group has been doing this, or that group's been doing this. And that is not that's not a healthy place to be.
Now, in the past, we've talked about Barbra Streisand blaming Donald Trump for getting fat. Her words, not mine. Rosie O'Donnell blamed the president for her drinking too much. And now we have actress Valerie Bertinelli getting on the internet to talk about her desire for alcohol and food. To give this Democrat some credit, she is a big Democrat. She even filmed herself voting for Kamala. How embarrassing. Now, to give her credit, she doesn't directly blame Trump for her online meltdown, but we all know who's to blame.
I want to drink. I want to numb it. I don't want to feel it. But my logical mind is like, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to numb it. You know what will help you feel better is to just feel the feelings, get through to the other side, have a good cry. And yet I can't cry.